Warner Brothers and DC Studios just released their first teaser trailer for Clayface. If you don't know who Clayface is, he's one of the many villains in the Batman Rogues Gallery. There's several iterations of the character, like Basil Karlo and Preston Payne, but it would appear that they're going to be going to focus on the Matt Hagen storyline, and I think that's probably the best choice. I mean, he seems to be the more popular version of the character. He's the one that I prefer because that's actually the introduction that I had to the character by watching Batman the Animated Series way back in the 90s. So the studio is going to be going with a hard R rating for this movie, which leads me to believe that there's going to be a lot of gruesome body horror effects, which it's a pretty exciting notion too, because if you like body horror, if you like anything by Cronenberg, stuff like that, it's gonna be pretty gruesome to see. And the production credits lead me to believe that this property's in the right hands. It's from the director of 2008's Eden Lake, and it's co-written by the writer of Drive and Mike Flanagan, who's responsible for Doctor Sleep and pretty much any of the best horror series that you can find on Netflix. And I think that the movie's in quality hands, considering it's still being overseen by James Gunn. He's overlooking all these properties. But the notion of having yet another Batman villain with a solo outing, I'm inspired by that. I think that it's going to be good. If you look at Joker, I mean, it was an Academy Award film. We're not talking about Joker, Folle Edouard. I don't think anybody's ever going to be talking about that movie again. But if you stick solely on the first Joker, and if you actually look at what they did with the Penguin series on HBO Max, I mean, that series it's incredible. So I think if you keep in lines with those particular properties, I think Clayface is in the right direction. And I also liked hearing the remix of Do You Realize by the Flaming Lips in the trailer. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots is a great album, kids. I'd suggest that one too. But I just like what they were focusing on. This trailer, it shows promise, and it's not lacking in any gross effects either. So Clayface is set to release in theaters on October 23rd, 2026, just in time for Halloween. So hopefully this does well, because there's so many of the Batman characters or Batman villains that could be introduced into this new world. And this is something that I think a lot of Batman fans have been longing for, are the more cartoonish characters, something that didn't really fit well with the serious take that Nolan had with the character that they seem to be settled on for the longest time. But this new DC universe that we're in now, I think it's going to open up the door for a lot more of these characters to finally get the light to see some of the crazier things that they can do. And it's a pretty exciting notion. And rated R, oof, sign me up.